entire top is all rotted out. Matter of fact, this little board right here, was just gone, just crumbled. Pretty sure that's it right there. End up having to do is go through and tear off every one of these panels and rebuild it one board at a time. So it's gonna be a pretty big project, but I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm about 90% sure that this has been repaired before. I think just the roof, someone repaired the roof at one point. So I think that there's extra holes through the tin where they resealed it the last time. And so I think what I might actually end up doing, which is painting this whole thing with some kind of a rubberized coating. It's gonna look tacky, but at least it'll work. These are just pulling out, so that tells you that the wood's rotten behind it on the back. Not surprised. This is bad. Oof. How is this pulled out? Oh my gosh. Look at this. Can you see it? It's all rotten behind there. Is that a solid corner? Well, the good news is I found it all. The bad news is I'm probably gonna have to rebuild this whole camper. I'm just gonna take the whole trim off the top now though. Oh, stone! That saves me some work. It's like out of all these screws, someone sealed one. Huge JB Weld. There she goes. Oh. Bummer. Change of plans. There's a nail about every centimeter. The whole top. Nails, staples, combo. They were not messing around when they put this together. So, what I'm gonna do is pry this lip up and then just bend it back. Like I said, I'm gonna probably flex seal this whole side, so I think that's my best bet. I'm gonna see how bending it works and bending it back. It's aluminum, so it shouldn't be too hard. So I got the lip all bent out, and I think now if I just pull on it, pop out. I think I'm actually gonna leave this corner and go to the front because right now I'm just trying to rebuild that front, so I might as well not get too far ahead of myself yet. Okay, I gotta put in that top joist so I can build the side joist and then the bottom joist. But I can't get the top joist out unless I took off the side. Well, then the screws are on the top, so then I have to take off the top. Then I can't get that out because I have to take out the other side. I'm not having fun. I'm not having any fun. So this is the board I need to get out. I'm gonna actually probably cut it here because that's in there good, and it's just nailed in, so I think I'm just gonna cut it out, hopefully. And the other thing is that when I was tearing this out, there was cabinets here, so I had to take out these cabinets. And when I did that, I noticed all this that was wet, and then I just kept working back, and look at this. It's, as I pulled it, this is around the AC. So I think there's moisture coming in from the AC or something, because this is just soaked. Like, that is actually dripping. It just pulls down. Oh, there she goes. However, I'm getting to look at it, and it's all soaking wet. I think it just needs dried out, though. Because, like, this is sopping wet, but it's solid. So I think I'm okay. Right here is the only one that's probably going to need something done. But I think if I either cut it out or leave it and then just put another joist to about here maybe. But I think I can start repairing at least from here, well, probably this board here on. I can start repairing and doing whatever I want once I get this out. I think I got all the rot out in the front. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm ready to rock and roll now. So that's good news. I'm gonna be able to use a couple of pieces of wood off of this thing. All right, I got this piece out and I cut a little angle in here. It's supposed to be a 45-degree angle, but the Sawzall is not very accurate, so that's what I got to deal with. And so I'm gonna try and fit a new piece in there. So I'm gonna cut my 45-degree angle first, and then I'll match it up to the other board. Okay, now that I got my 45 cut, I'm gonna take the old board and line up the straight edge to where this meets. And then that should be pretty close. The straight edge only goes to about here because then it rots off. But what I'm gonna do is just trace this, because this is the curvature of the roof. I don't know what that angle is, it's just easier to go off of this. And then the rest is a straight piece. Alright. Now I'll just take my handsaw and cut that. I'll show you what I got done today. I'm calling her quits. It's 8 o'clock at night. We have the front up and level for the most part. I got this frame on top put in, glued in, screwed in. My neighbor came over and helped me out with it. And then I built this little where I cut the rotten ones off right here. We just added these two little ones here, and she ain't gonna go nowhere. There's gonna be another one there. She's gonna be good. This thing turned out phenomenal. That piece that went back there. The gap's not as bad as I thought. There's just a little spot right here, but I'm just gonna take some gap filler and fill that in. Should be fine. But I mean, I was looking at it, and we already have it pretty level. And you can't hardly tell. So that means I got my measurements right. I have to build like some kind of a frame in here, because I cut these off where they were rotted here. One little carpentry tip that I'm not doing, although I should, is that these end grains soak up so much. I mean, whatever. If it's stain, it'll turn them black. If it's, water, it just soaks up so much. It's the ends of the pores, and they'll absorb way more liquid. So a little trick to so your boards don't rot in from the end. It's almost always the end that rots. Is dip them in, like, even latex paint would be good, but you could do Flex Seal. Just dip each end into the can, and that'll seal up those end grains for forever, and then you won't have your ends rot off anymore. I'd be smart to do that, but I'm not very smart. So 1 box of exterior screws, 2 cans of window and door stuff, flex tape, Flex paste. Yeah. Just looks like, actually looks like frosting. It looks like just like frosting. Anyone hungry? I'm hungry. My putty knife's on the goddamn roof. I'll be right back. I'll show you my handiwork. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. It's a little lumpy, but hey. At this point, this thing ain't for looks. It's about practicality. It's been a few hours since I put that stuff on. Let's go touch it. Oh yeah. I think what I'm gonna start doing now is I'm just gonna continue on this frame and get some more of this done here. So big news. I finally got my first stud made. And it's gonna go right on this edge. I believe it's one of the main ones, which will then build off the front end here. There was only one stud here, and that's been good since '77, so it's good enough for me. But it's real exciting. Finally getting a stud in, making some progress. Woo-hoo! I'm finally getting around to installing some studs. Behind me you can see the giant gaping hole. I'm doing that because the main thing I wanted to get on was the board that comes across here to here. It's kind of the moment of truth, whether these are right or not. 38 1/8. And I'm just gonna measure the length of this one. Oh my god. 38 1/8. I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe that. Woohoo! That is reason to celebrate with a beer. Okay. So that is my window frame. Today is a big day. I believe this package is my RV tape. Yup. That's a bigger roll than I thought it would be. RV seal repair tape is what this is called. It's $30 a roll. I'm supposed to just tape up all my seams. Just this alone is supposed to seal it up. Stop RV roof leaks for good. So I'm basically going to line everything with this. And then I went to the local hardware store and I got some goodies. I got deck screws. These have a nice coating on them, so hopefully they don't rust. That'll work better in my opinion. So I'm going to do that for all the trim. Every little bolt that they had in the trim, I'm going to use these instead. I got some aluminum trim nails so I can tack down all the sheet metal. Not only are they aluminum, but they're brown coated. And the cherry on top is I got some cheap, it's for windows, doors, and whatever. Basically, I ordered a case of RV sealant. It's taking forever to get here. And so I just went ahead to get this so I can do the inside at least. And then I got more Flex Seal. So hopefully with all this Flex Seal and sealants and tapes and all this stuff, I want to make this thing more watertight than the duck's ass. Believe it or not, I believe I can seal up this panel here and here along the side. I think I'm good to go there. I feel like I'm like forgetting something. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go for it. I have some like subflooring for vinyl flooring. It's a waterproof base layer. And I have a bunch left over from when I remodeled my bathroom. Run some silicone across the corners and then tack it shut with my new aluminum screws. Alright, I got that corner sealed up now. Those aluminum nails got me wondering if I'm even worthy of life. Probably bent 100. My gosh. The time has come to put in that window. I have it sealed up around, somewhat put in place the tin. I want a heavy bead around this. I should really keep saying I've never done this before. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it. Whoa, that actually went way easier than I thought it would. Alright, so I came up with this idea. I'm gonna press this window in here, take a clamp, get another board like this. There we go. That's in good. I can't believe how good that went together. Alright, now I just gotta, I'm gonna do the other window too actually. Even though I didn't do anything to it, I'm still gonna reseal it and re-insulate it. Because why not, right? Check her out! It's all put together. Well, except that trim piece. Other than that, rocking and rolling. That sucks. There we go.